And for the second time we are in Spielberg, the old truck configuration, not the new one, with Formula 1 1986. So we are currently in 8th position following Patrese. First is Nelson Piquet, followed by Senna, and overtaking Patrese for 7th position. Next we have Lafitte and Stefan Johansson, who are in front with a huge group of 5 or even 6 cars. So Piquet is first alone, so we have 5 cars in a group. Wow, sliding, driving really on the edge, trying to catch that leading group with Lafitte, Rosberg, Johansson, Alboreto and Senna leading the group. Really tight and fast race into right long corner. Looks like we are gaining on them as they look a bit closer. We are around 2 seconds behind Lafitte, and after us we have Patrese, who we overtook Jones, Boutsen and Warwick. Lap 2 out of 7, really fast sprint race, going again into long right-handers and closing in on Lafitte, but just 100ths of a second. But maybe after a corner we are able to catch them entirely. Lafitte and Rosberg falling back from Johansson, Senna and Alboreto, who are really fast, coming into the slowest corner of the track and accelerating hard to try finish the second lap, and closing in again into Lafitte. Excellent driving from it in the Formula 1986, which was the fastest Formula in all the history, reaching with 1300 horsepower with all the boost enabled, but without the boost or a boosted medium it reaches up around 1000 horsepower. So we have really closed in Lafitte and Rosberg. Rosberg in McLaren and Lafitte in Patricelli, as you can see from the triple rear wing of Lafitte. Driving really fast, fastest lap from it, but also running a bit tighter, and Rosberg goes wide and overtaken by Lafitte and did. Rosberg struggling, made a mistake, also burning some tires as we did previously. But also with Lafitte, collision with, and Keke Rosberg overtakes it as he collides with Lafitte by mistake, but looking on inside, and it overtakes Rosberg and looking for Lafitte again, but Keke Rosberg has better exit and overtakes it, and now looks inside for Lafitte but cannot overtake. Really great battle between these 3 guys. Keke Rosberg pushing all the way to the max, making mistakes but also catching on Lafitte. Johnson, Alboreto and Senna still the first group that we have after Nelson Piquet, who is alone in the first position, and it closing in again but cannot take this time, it be better that time. But also Rosberg at the same time looks at Lafitte. Great battle with these 3 cars. Keke Rosberg still on the right side of Lafitte. Can he overtake him on the main stretch? Really going fine, it looks like he does. He has a bit faster car and overtakes Lafitte, or this is from maybe a better exit from the last corner, and Lafitte is in front. Keke Rosberg is in front of Lafitte, following it. Lap 4 of 7. So much racing in this race with high pace, going into long right-hander, and Lafitte looking into Rosberg, looking into Lafitte looking into Rosberg, my confusion, and Keke Rosberg in front of it now. Let's see what it can try to do. Closing in on a draft and tries to overtake from the inside of the long curve, but no, it's too risky for the next corner, and again, and this time he overtakes both car almost at one corner. No, Lafitte tries to fight back, and he's here, touch again between Lafitte and it. Lafitte goes on the curb and he has to slow down, approaching the slowest corner. Can Lafitte close in again, as it managed to pull away a bit? No, it full on throttle and great exit speed and pulls away from Lafitte a bit. as Lafitte and Rosberg remain in 6th and 7th position. Senna lost from Johnson and Stefan Johansson and Michele Alboreto from 2nd position. We have that in front, as you can see, the leading group who is following Nelson Piquet, who is really fast this time with over 3 seconds in gap from Alboreto. We are in lap 5 out of 7 at 5th position, following Johansson, and Senna overtakes both of them, and Johansson and Alboreto. Really fast, going over 200 into right corner, reaching over 250 km now. Senna approaching 300. But Senna losing still again to Nelson Piquet, who increased that gap to 3 seconds. Really hard into the corner, pushing that tires to the edge, and forcing, trying to catch Alboreto, who is around 3 seconds in front. As you can see now, it's total unknown who will win from that group, as anything can happen, even maybe a crash, which we don't want to see. So Senna stays in 1st, Johansson in 3rd, and Alboreto in 4th. Great driving from it, as we got accustomed to this type of racing and with these legacy older cars. And in distance also, right up in the distance, you can see Nelson Piquet picking up speed as Senna closes the gap a bit, just under 3 seconds. This is the penultimate lap, lap 6 out of 7. Let's see if what will happen. Lafitte still in front of Rosberg, but the gap from D10 and Lafitte has drastically increased, around 5 seconds, as they were battling a few laps ago really hard. Pushing all the way to the maximum. The tires look good, they haven't degraded from the last time. They remained around the same, around 60 and 70 degrees Celsius engine, where we have 4%. Going really fast into the right corner, pushing again every tire to its edge and to the limit, sliding a bit, but increasing the speed so fast that we are almost around 2 seconds or even less, and going a bit wide this time as we push, and Johansson is nearly visible now as Alboreto is really on the back of Senna. Senna tries to do everything to stay in that 2nd position. But Trez is struggling this time in 9th position out of the points. And this will be the final lap, 3.5 seconds from Piquet and Senna. We have entered the last lap. Senna in 2nd, Michele Alboreto in 3rd, and Stefan Johansson in 4th. We have now really closed in hard slide, really sliding all the way across the entire track and trying to catch Stefan Johansson, who is less than 2 seconds. It's really hard to catch them, as they are also giving their maximum. Into a fast right corner, this time even more closing the gap on Stefan Johansson, probably just above 1 second in gap. We can easily see them now in front, what's going on. So Johansson looks inside for both of them. Can he make a move? And yes, Johansson makes a move on Alboreto as in front, but we have also right even more dangerous corners that everybody slows too much down, as we have a fence on the left side, which is really dangerous. If you make a mistake, you are out of the game. So in front, Alboreto now looks on Johansson. Senna is still in, and Johansson also overtakes Senna for the slowest corner of the race, then increasing towards the end of the entire race. Just 2 more corners are left to go. While going even to the grass, Senna tried to overtake Johansson, and we have almost 3 wide. Alboreto looking also for green front. We have a contact between Alboreto, and Alboreto is overtaken by Dick, and Senna cannot Overtake Johansson makes it to the fourth. What a race, what a race, I cannot believe it. And terminal engine from the damage from the car just after the start finish line.